Green Bay took care of some business yesterday. Christian Watson signs a one-year extension, 1 year, $13.25 million. He's in the final year of his rookie contract, due to be a free agent next year. This reminds me of the deal they did with Jordan Love.
Yes.
Where, what are we going to do here? It's kind of a half measure, a Band-Aid, because really $13.25 million, that's not quite a fourth, about a third of the top of the market. Watson has shown some high-end capability, but he's got a lot of injuries. So this is that, okay, we're not ready to make a final decision. We're ready to give you some money. We're not ready to give you anything remotely close to market value or even half of market value. And they work out a deal that gives him a chance to reestablish himself this year and next year before he becomes a free agent. Because, look, he's on the PUP list. So we don't know how much he's going to be able to do this year to show that he'd be worthy of a better contract on the open market. So you get basically your 1 year prove-it deal in advance. That's what this is. We'll see guys hit free agency. They've got injury questions, durability issues, production problems. So they do a 1 year deal and they prove it, and then they try it again. He's done an advance prove-it deal for pretty good money relative. Usually we see 1 year, $5 million. So 13.25, that's good for 1 year. And then we get to the end of the 2026 season, and he's in a position where he could potentially cash in from the Packers or someone else. So it sounds like a win-win because they've always liked the kid. He just hasn't been able to play as much as they would have hoped.
Yeah, he's dealt with numerous hamstring injuries over the first few years of his career, and that hampered him. That was before then the knee injury takes him out for an extended period of time. And so I think, when you like somebody's potential and you've seen flashes of it, you do want to say, all right, we want to keep you around because we want to give you the opportunity to really see this through, and we want you to see it through with us. It kind of goes back to the conversation we were having about kickers earlier, right? We believe in you, and you've put out good film, so we don't want to see you go do that somewhere else without us really seeing this through ourselves. And so, yeah, it becomes a win for the player as well, because at this point, if you're Christian Watson, you have no idea what your market value is, and you have no idea what your market value might be if you come back and it's not quite right. You come back and, they've established some different things on offense, and so you don't necessarily get the reps you want. I mean, so it protects the player because there's more money, sort of what you're in for going into next year. So that's the win for the player. It's win for the team because you then keep somebody around at below a market value rate. When you look at the top of the market and you got receivers making over 40 million, and you got really good receivers making 30 million, 13 million sounds like a lot for somebody with Christian Watson's proven production, but then it's really not considering what the top of the market is. So I think that this is a nice win-win for both Green Bay and Watson.
I don't have it in front of me. I don't know how much of that is guaranteed into next year either. That could be even more of a win for the Packers if they have the ability, if things don't go well this year, to cut the cord and send him into free agency for 2026. I'm looking at his numbers. He has missed plenty of games. He missed 3 as a rookie. He missed 8 in his second season. Last year, the ACL tear happened late. He had started 15 games, but even starting 15 games, 29 catches for 620 yards. So not nearly the guy that when he entered with Romeo Doubs. Remember, that was the year. That was Aaron Rodgers' final season. They're loading up some of these young receivers. I remember week 1 of 2022. The Vikings score on the opening possession, and first play for the Packers. Bombs away. Christian Watson wide open, and he dropped it.
He sure did.
So that whole game goes differently, I think. The Packers win that game, I think, if he catches that pass. So anyway, all the best to him as he tries to get his career on track, and the Packers trying to work things in a way where they have a little certainty, keep a guy around, and give him a chance to fully and finally blossom. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.